Meaning. So this is fascinating to me. We have this whole thread of existentialism, and a lot of it is influenced by the wars. Sartre, Camus, all these people, even Nietzsche, let's say. Everyone argues Kierkegaard, but we have this thread of like, how do we find meaning in life? So I love Nietzsche, and Alexander Nehamas at Princeton, he taught that we should create our lives as if we're creating a work of art. We should be the poets of our lives, right? You try to make it beautiful. So that's one way. I'm going to give you a couple, but really, again, create your life as if you're creating a work of art, something that you're proud of, and be the poet. Like, if you study poetry, or trying to have a musicality, something lovely and something compelling and something that other people see and they think it's just great. There's only one thing that correlates strongly with happiness, and that's the quality of your intimate relationships. And there's only one thing that correlates strongly with meaning, I think, and that's being of service to others. So helping people listen, 3.9 billion people live on less than $2 or $3 a day. How much money did you put in your meter? That's how much a lot of families live on the whole day. Think about that. I mean, we can argue about this, but technically, as I showed with weird populations, like, we're pretty fortunate to live in this part of the world. Even though we all pay taxes on Wednesday and we hate the government, we're at war, it's terrible. But think about it, compared to 3.9 billion people, not bad, right? Okay, so if you want to make your life meaningful, find one of those 3.9 billion people and walk them across the street, read a book to them, organize a dinner for them. It's infinite what you can do. If you want to feel good about yourself, that's the only thing. There's all these scientific studies that giving away money makes people happier than hoarding it, right? It's tried and true. And then for me, a part of that is we teach what we need to learn. So, like, we read these books and we get asked to speak at the library, and we come here and we, just interact with other people, because that's the last one what I'll tell you. And my favorite master of this is Christina, because creating community and bringing people together is the most important thing. And LA is a super weird place. Like, people are narcissists, they're avoidant, and they make excuses. And it's so hard to organize people to get here on time. And it's bizarre to me that in other parts of the world, you can make a phone call and someone will meet you and they'll be relatively on time. And 3 people came to the door at 3:30 and then walked away because they knew they missed half of it. I don't know what they were thinking. I'll hear about it on Monday. Oh, my cat threw up. Oh, I thought I had laryngitis, so I went to urgent care, but then I realized I was speaking, so I should have come earlier. I mean, it's fucking bullshit, right? Just like, get a phone call, show up. Not that difficult. So again, creating really authentic community, and this is funny, we were talking about this the other day. You can determine what the conversations are about. If someone, listen, everyone comes into my house, I'm so sorry, I have to do this, but they come in, they have a smoothie from Erewhon, they're like, it's so delicious, it's so expensive, it's so delicious, it's so expensive. Again, like, I don't, how? It's like I own a horse. It's like why are you saying these things? Like, choose the conversation. We don't, So again, when you create authentic community, it's just like, make every word count. Be intentional in terms of how you want to connect with other people. I find that adds a great meaning in my life. And like last week, I went to Chantal and I went to 2 museums and then the symphony. And then I had to go home because I didn't understand the symphony because it was Messiaen, and I never heard this composer before. And it sounded to me, it was written in '46, and it sounded very contemporary. And then I realized I think it was based on Schoenberg, And I had this whole discussion because Schoenberg lived up here. Arnold Schoenberg created the 12-tone scale. And so it was compelling, and I didn't understand it. So then I had to go home and go down the rabbit hole. And next time I'm at a dinner party, and someone else is like, oh yeah, we went to the symphony, we saw this thing, I didn't understand it. I was like, me too. I didn't understand it. It was great, and I had to go home and watch 50 YouTube videos from people smarter than me to try to figure it out. So again, I feel like people will enjoy your company more if you're passionate about just 2 or 3 things. I mean, that's why we have common interests to talk about. And I actually believe that the culprit in displaying of our culture is the internet, because it gives us too many possibilities, and everyone gets their own algorithm, and we have all different bits of information. So 2 guys meet in a bar, they're gonna ask, what's your name? And we judge people on their names. We do. Ira Israel. You think I'm Chinese, right? Where are you from? I'm from New York. Duh, you know. What do you do? You know, what does it look like I do? Do I look like a dentist? I'm a cop. That's what I do, right? No. That could be a dentist. What? But it's really interesting. All those things are tribal. We're checking to see if the person is a member of our tribe. Like, do they like the Nets or the Knicks? Do they have a Louis Vuitton or a Gucci handbag? All of these things are just tribal. We're just looking to trust other people, attach securely, to have some love, and be as peaceful as possible. So creating authentic community, showing up, being as authentic and compassionate as possible is the last way I find meaning in life. So this will inspire you another way. This is the definition of hell. On your last day on earth, the person you became will meet the person you could have become. That's all I got.